Hello students. So in this video I would like to cover concatenation. Concatenation is the process of combining two different values or two different string, and also we will be covering uh, data validation. So let's begin. So what I want to do is first I'm going to show you how concatenation really works. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, let's just go here, first name, last name, first name Mohammed, son, and full name. Okay, so in order for me to get the full name, what I will do is I'll write this and this. Okay, so first I clicked on M2 and then N2, and I have the full name. That's how simple concatenation is. Okay, again, let me try show that to you again. So you write an equal sign, select the cell that you want the reference from, press AND or write AND, and then write the other cell that you want to have values from, and then hit enter. This is how it goes. Okay. Now let's do a little bit more and say, instead of full name, what we'll do a comment, and we would like to write, so I'm going to say Mohammed and teaches CSC 105. Okay, now remember, whenever something goes in a quotation, that means we are writing string. When it is outside the quotation, that means we are writing, or we are giving the reference. Okay, so if I put M2 in here, that will become the string, that will become the text. But if it is outside like this, and you'll see the different color too, that means it is a reference to the cell M2. Now it is going to say Muhammad teaches CSC 105. Okay, so it is a very simple concept of concatenation, but now let's implement that in our example. So here I would like to say, instead of saying employee needs improvement, I would like to give a reference to this name, Jones needs improvement. Again, let's use the same concept that we just learned, and we'll go here, and the name is sitting in, starting it in C2. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. So I'm going to remove employee because we don't want employee. So now, where do I put this C2 reference? Okay. Certainly, we cannot put it in here, because if I put it in here, then it will show up as C2 because it's a string now. Okay, so I have to put it outside this quotation mark, and I want you to notice this very clearly, that I am in the value if false. Okay, I want to make sure that I stay in here right after this comma, because if I go in here, now I'm writing something about if the value is true. So I want to make sure I'm in here, and now I want to use the same item C2. So I'm now giving reference to C2. Then I'm saying and needs improvement. That means when they type the name, it's going to be Jones needs improvement. There we go. Jones needs improvement. Okay. Now, on the other side, if you want to say give bonus to and then we want to write to the name of the person, so we'll do and C2. Okay, you won't see that here, but when I move it here, you will see it, give bonus to Kevin. So I will go down and put it to all of them. So now you will see Jones needs improvement, give bonus to Kevin. Okay, this is again a very, very simple concept. I hope you guys understood that. Um, okay, now let's look at text validation. Now, text validation. So let's create two items here: product ID, product price. Now, product ID, I'm going to say 001, A002. Product, we'll do pen. What else we have here? Pen, binder, marker. Pen, binder, marker, and then desk. We'll do only 4 for now. Okay, now here pen, we'll do price $199. Binder, let's see what's the price of the binder we have given here, $19.99. Marker is $2.99. Okay, and if I want to turn this whole products, the prices into dollar value, I'll go to my home tab, go here to the format and change the format to currency, and I have the values in dollar value. Okay. Now, just to give you an example of what data validation really means. So let's say if I want to say that do not enter a value here more than $1,000, right? In in any of these cells. So if I want to add a data validation to one cell, I'll select one cell. If I want to add data validation to multiple cells, I will add data validation to multiple cells. Okay. Now here, I'm going to go to my data tab and then click on data validation right here. Now, when I click on data validation, it has 3 important parts: the settings, input message, error alert. Okay. Input message is simply a little message that appears on the side of this, on each box, that will say, please enter a value less than $1,000. So we'll say maximum value, please enter less than 1,000. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK, and you will see that whenever I click on this cell, it will kind of give me a message so that the end user knows what to do. Okay, now right now there is no setup for giving an error to the more than $1,000. Right now it was just a message. So let's go back to data validation. Okay. Now go to settings. Now here there are multiple items. Allow any value, allow whole numbers, decimals. So we'll say decimal, sure. But now, what was our problem? That we want less than 1,000, right? So I'm gonna go to options, and now I'm gonna say less than what? Less than 1,000. Okay, and hit OK. Now when I add 1,001, it is going to give me an error that this value does not match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. Okay, this is a good message, but end user should be able to read this, but still you want to give them a message that is a little bit more specific. In order for me to do that, I'm going to go back and highlight the same cells. And remember, if I don't highlight the same cells, then what it will do is when I click on it, it will give me a message. It will say, this section contains some cells without the data validation. Do you want to extend data validation to these cells? Whatever you want to do, you can hit yes, you can hit no. If you hit no, then it will delete all this data validation. So for now, I'm going to hit cancel and select only the cells that that I would like to have data validation on. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go to error alert, and here I'm going to say maximum value, please enter less than 1,000. Okay, now if I do more than 1,000, it will give me an error. Please enter less than 1,000. Retry. I do 999. It will work. Okay, if I do 1,000, it will still give me an error because we want less than 1,000. Okay. I hope this helped you guys. I want to show you one more item that is in data validation, and that is list. So what do I mean by that? In order for someone to enter the item, they have to type it, right? So if we are creating a report, how amazing that would be that if we have a list here that we can select from. What do I mean by that? That if I click here, instead of me just typing marker, I should be able to say, hey, you know what? I have a list of selecting marker, pencil, and I just choose marker, okay? In order for me to do that, it's a very, very simple data validation where I'm going to go to my data validation, again, right here, go to my settings, and allow, and here it says list. Once I do list, right here, you can add source. In source, you can add the items manually. So I can say pen. If you're doing it manually, you're gonna make sure that you can separate them by comma. Pen, marker, comma, whatever. Actually, let me give you this example. Finish this pen, marker, desk. Okay. And when I do this, you will see that it has a list here for you. But I don't want to do it manually. I want to go through my product sheet, and this is my product sheets, and I want to do it through this this selection. So I have already written something, so I want to go through the selection, and I selected this range, and I'm going to hit OK. Now when I do this, you'll see I have my options right here. This is a great tool for you to have options for your end users so that they can pick from, and instead of they typing it. Okay. Now they won't be able to type it. They have to go through the selection. Okay. All right. Let's put marker back here. Okay. I hope this helped you guys, and I'll post some more videos to help you out with VLOOKUP and other things that we have done in class. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email or text me. Thanks.